You are listening to the Doug Stanhope Podcast.
The potato peelings in the sink did not turn into vodka as I had hoped. I only start to need a drink after the liquor stores have closed. I heard you changed your name again, but don't you change your hair. It was the only thing I liked about you in the end. La la la.
All right, we're coining this phrase. This is the half cast. The half cast is where you go, I want to talk to this guy, but we ain't stretching this shit to an hour because we just did 3 podcasts in a row and we're hammered, meaning me.
Oh no.
This is like a bonus cast.
Yeah, but at the Vegas show, we had a contest for who. We actually mentioned this earlier.
Yes.
Who was gonna come the furthest by Greyhound because the Plaza Hotel is connected to the Las Vegas Greyhound station. 5-star on Yelp. Remind me to do that. 5-star Yelp review the Greyhound bus station in Vegas. And just make up a lot of lies of all the luxuries you get there. Write that down.
Cuisine is impeccable.
Implacable.
Yeah.
Implacable. Yeah.
I couldn't believe the free shower.
Yeah, spell it like that.
I couldn't believe the free shower kit.
But the people who flew the furthest were Fred and Raven. They came from Sweden. I'm assuming Stockholm because it's the only one I can remember other than Malmo.
Yes, we flew from Stockholm.
But where do you live?
3 hours south from there. Between Malmo and Stockholm, right in the middle.
Somewhere Pablo Francisco is very big.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. You're absolutely right, Doug. He is.
Did I tell you the Pablo Francisco story? I'll set it up with that. When we were playing in
Gothenburg.
it's Gothenburg. We didn't play Malmo.
No, we didn't play Malmo yet.
It's Gothenburg. Yeah. Either way, we still haven't gotten paid. Find that fucking cunt. What's his name? Do you remember his name?
Anyway,
we'll find it for another podcast.
That's a good one, yeah.
Yeah, we should have that guy tracked down and killed.
Yeah.
I'd help you out with that.
Uh-huh.
Like the tracking down part, at least.
Yeah.
That's some tough talk out of you.
I think I know where he lives.
Yeah.
It's Sweden. It's not huge.
Pablo Francisco, who is a friend of mine, I'm not shitting on him, but he's huge in the Scandinavian countries. And so the whole time we're there, he's either before us or after us. He did 40 cities in Sweden. And right now, I could name 2. I forgot the one I played, Gothenburg. How do you play 40 cities? And everywhere we go in Scandinavia is Pablo Francisco. We get to Helsinki. And at this point, I've already written Pablo Francisco jokes, busting his balls, one man, one joke. The whole movie theater guy thing he does. And we get to, at the end, we get to Helsinki. And we're downtown Helsinki, and I look across the street, and there's this building like a fucking armory, like the Pentagon, like Fort Knox, and the entire top of it, Pablo, 20 rooms long and 5 floors high. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Pablo Francisco, he's not a bad comic, but really? And I was jaw-dropped. Until I realized it's the fucking Museum of Art. It's a Pablo Picasso. Okay, all right.
That makes sense.
But the next week,
No.
it was Pablo Francisco.
What can you do?
No free coupons for Pablo Francisco. Special event, no
If you buy
coupons.
the Francisco, we'll let you in the Picasso, but it's not the other way around.
But so I go to this like mall kind of food court, and I'm eating some horrible sushi place in a like little tiny mall area.
So,
And
lesson learned for Aberdeen.
I look over, I see fucking. Is that Flip Schultz? Pablo Francisco's opener, who I know is another good friend. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? How do you run into a friend in a food court in Helsinki?
I think it was in the Cold War days.
Tom Rhodes was behind the counter. He's like, I just like to do this. This is
Oh, that's got to hurt that Tom Rhodes was the only one working.
So our friends that traveled the farthest are Raven and Fred. Came from Sweden, some town where Pablo Francisco
Just
is
is
well
it between
known.
Malmo and Stockholm?
It's between Malmo and... For you listeners in Stockholm, just say the name of the town.
Jönköping.
Oh, I fucking hate that place.
I've been to Jan Chirping.
Yeah. He went up Everest with, what's his name?
Oh, Göran Kropp, you know him? Yeah.
Who could forget his classic about the Hurgerberdings?
Oh, first of all,
Oh, you'd love that guy. He took his bicycle from Jönköping to Mount Everest, climbed Mount Everest, and then bicycled home. And then, 2 years later, he died doing something completely random, like climbing a climbing wall or something, falling down from
So
5
he's like the Andy
meters.
Andrist of Sweden.
he was at his neighbor's house when he died.
I'm not shitting you, but this is the strangest thing. My uncle was born there in a concentration camp. Because that's where you kept all the Estonians, and he was actually born in that very city.
Are you bringing up reparations this early?
Yeah, so you're paying for the drinks, asshole.
Are you sure it was Jönköping and not Linköping or Norrköping or Nyköping?
It's one of the
all
chippings.
Yeah. Okay, so that kind of
Classic Sweden cover.
got out of that one.
Side of the
Yeah.
chippings. Yeah. We didn't go for that over here.
That's like someone going, oh, England, it ends with Ville or ton?
Yeah, exactly, precisely. It's the exact same thing. Yeah.
I'm letting him off the hook.
All right. Yeah, he
Killed
furrowed
me.
his brow like he was just about to deny all accountability. So you flew over. You're enjoying downtown Vegas. I'm glad I drew you to the hot spot where all the nightlife
Well,
happens.
I subscribed to your newsletter and I read the come to Las Vegas and dress up like a jerk off, blah 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 thing, and I was like, this is my excuse to finally go to Vegas. I never been before. So,
And you did dress up like a jerk off. You have to get a picture for this podcast to make it mostly him.
Well, let's
You look like World Wrestling Federation.
yes.
let's hope he feels that way
Jamaica.
about this particular outfit. He could have been like, and on Saturday, I was like, okay.
Well, in this room, in this hotel, in this part of Vegas, you never have to be afraid of being the underdressed one. So, it's not a huge problem. for me.
One question. How is Burning Man this year? Can you rate it?
Fred,
Yes.
let me explain for the listeners. Fred is cornered the market, I guess, I'm assuming, in Swedish reggae.
That's right. Yeah.
Fred's about 280 in a wife beater that's hanging down and Swedish dreadlocks. He looks like...
And he's
if,
white.
Yeah, of course he's white. He's from Sweden.
No.
Not
Do you know the
necessarily.
most yeah, it's a different country, but you know the most popular boy's name in Oslo now is Mohammed. There you go.
Why do you have to bring ISIS into everything?
And why do you have to bring Norway
Yeah,
into
so-
Sweden?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And why does he look like...
I love that one other guy on our team knows a map.
It looks like if there was a white Bob Marley on Game of Thrones. Hey, there's our fucking lady. Timadonna in the house.
Come on.
All right, yes. So you do Swedish reggae. You're
Yes,
a road
yeah,
traveling musician.
Yes, that's right. I'm in a Swedish reggae band, and I do that for a living professionally.
just to clarify, a Swedish reggae band or
Yes.
the
No.
Swedish reggae band?
No, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to let you down on this one because there are actually a bunch of Swedish reggae bands at the moment. So it's getting like a big
In a
subculture
pitched
there.
battle between Swedish reggae bands and Norwegian death metal, who wins?
Well, the death metal scene, I presume, is biggest in Finland.
Oh, really?
Norwegian has no music. Fuck 'em.
Oh, how did
They don't need it.
How long have there been Swedish reggae bands?
Well, there's a guy called Pep's Passion, who was a big, let's say, he was a big reggae artist in Sweden, singing Swedish in reggae, like reggae in Swedish.
He's like
which has never been done
he was
before.
like the police.
And he got a lot of followers after that, and this was maybe 30 or 20 years ago, and it's still like it's still a subgenre. And I am in the band. It's eight musicians in the band, and we tour and we play all of the Swedish reggae festivals.
Oh, that's
Which is
such
not a lot.
shit. Because just the cut of the money. When you have 8 band members and you have to...
I
do you
know.
do you ever
Sucks.
look at a couple of weak links and go, yeah, we don't need the xylophone that much or whatever?
Sometimes
This week the cowbell can take a rest.
Or you only got half a bag of weed and you're like, let's get rid of percussions.
Well, I have a loop station, like a loop pedal. So if there's a low budget gig, I'd play all the instruments myself on the loop station, and just I record it in front of the audience and play it up. So I do
So
that.
you do a
also.
solo act.
So you're
Yes.
like a Reggie Watts.
I guess.
Did you say yes or I guess?
I guess.
Reggie Watts is an American comedian /musician.
Oh,
who,
yeah.
loops music. Actually, he does a whole like ensemble with a Line 6 reverb unit.
Got it.
See, fucking musicians. It's like you're talking in Swedish.
Yeah.
You're fucking talking music talk.
Yeah.
Glad you're
I
here.
thought I would lay that out there.
It's good to be on a radio show like yours, and it's an honor for me to be here, of course.
We're
because-
live, by the way. This is live radio.
Nice. No, so anyways, because I got fired from hosting my show in Sweden.
You got fired?
Yes.
Fuck
He was
those
hosting
guys.
a radio show.
Fuck those guys.
Let him embellish, please.
All right, so I'll tell you what
Is
happened.
it over not being able to tell a podcast from a radio show?
All right, so
Go ahead.
no worries. So I am a songwriter, right? So
Yeah.
I write political stuff with my reggae band. That's a serious act. Now, my colleagues down at the radio said, why don't you come on the morning show and you can help one politician from each political party to like write a song with their politics in it, like a goof, like a joke. And in America, I guess you have like 2 parties in the government building. And in
They
Sweden,
call them 2, but it's 1.
All right. And in Sweden, we have 8. So there'd be 8 songs for me to write. Like, so I'd come in at 7 a.m. in the morning, meet the politician, have a talk, rehearse, write, and then at 8:45 would sing the song together live in front of an audience twice as big as yours. So
14 people?
Drop the mic, walk out of the room.
So
Yes, but we've still got a job.
I think Brian just saved his.
That's why he's my manager.
that's the guy. That's who you want. All right. So we come to the racist party. There's 8 parties, and there used to be 7.
Do they call it the racist party?
Yes. So there used to be 7 parties, but now the racist, everything is the immigrants' fault party came into government, right? Or not in the government building, right?
Yeah.
So they're not the people controlling the country, but they're in there in the parliament, right? So I had to be there.
My audience doesn't want an education.
So I'm in the show, and I'm supposed to help this racist person, if you ask me, write a song about her politics. And I'm not racist, as you can tell. Well, yes.
Not a reggae racist?
No, not a single one. No, not even an inch of me is. And I have a big problem with their
Look at his girlfriend. She's not even completely blonde.
So we would do remakes of existing songs, right? So we'd take a known big hit song and we'd rewrite the lyrics so
Parody.
it would be their.
Did you do Sweet Home Alabama for the racist guy?
Might have been
Better,
turkey in
even
the hay.
better. Listen to this.
Wait.
Listen.
This is the important part.
Shush.
So I took a disgusting Nazi marching song from 1973.
1973.
1937. Sorry.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
And you put it to I saw the sign.
Look, I know a lot of those songs. I don't know any disgusting ones.
You know, the marching Nazi propaganda songs you'd see like Hitler is the best, whatever, you know. So I'd take the lyrics, I'd throw them into Google Translate, right, from German to Swedish, and I replaced Hitler with the guy's name who runs the party, who is Jimmy Åkesson, and I took swastika and replaced that with a flower they have as a symbol.
First of all, what was the guy's name?
Jimmy Åkesson.
Jimmy Åkesson.
Wow, what rhymes with that? I thought orange was tough. Okay, and
I presented the lyric to the politician who was in the radio studio, and I say, hey, do you think this text here would symbolize your politics in a good way, or do you think this is a good thing to sing? And she was like, oh yeah, sure, this is us.
That's
you know?
very clever. You showed her the lyric.
Yeah,
I like
of
that.
course. And so she'd get the lyric, and we rehearsed a little bit, and then in front of 70 or 80,000 listeners, she would sing on live radio. This is Swedish public service, by the way. She would sing a Nazi propaganda song from 1937, translated into Swedish, with Hitler replaced with her guy, like her political leader. And then they fired my ass after that. So
That she agreed to in advance.
And
That was very
that's why
smart.
they're going
Yes.
to be in power soon.
Yeah, and that song is now #1 on the Swedish charts.
And it is called I Saw the Sign.
yeah,
Where do you go now for your next employment?
I do Swedish reggae, like I said. So my band is
He's
doing
on
well.
the road, man.
Yeah, so
They're
my band
putting the band back together, man.
No, but so I did radio and music for a while,
Yes.
and now I only do music, and it's doing okay. And so then for entertainment, like after the big summer tour, which was June, July, and August, we figured we'd do something like just for me and my girlfriend Raven, and we found the fucking Las Vegas trip. So now we're here, you know.
You can't swear on this. We're gonna have to shut this down.
I've been believing it. Like,
we fire him?
Stanhope, we gotta wait for the.
Not again.
Not again.
We gotta
Hey,
wait for the.
is Raven on Twitter yet?
No, not yet. No.
Yeah, exactly. No, go ahead.
So a question, like, I mean, are you?
Hey, shut up in the background. Fade it.
Was there a big scandal when you were fired, or was it did they do it silently?
I made headline news in all the newspapers of Sweden.
Whoa!
Yes. TV, radio, everything. It was a big thing.
Holy fuck!
Did it help
You
your
know,
music
and it was-
turn out?
Yes. Like I got
The
booked
cost
so-
of fish
so
oil
many-
got bumped to page 6.
like, so many calls and stuff.
You know, if you
about
play your
my band.
cards right, we could get you on the front page of the Bisbee Herald.
Well, police beat.
Anyway, so keep
Steve
going.
Poggi reference. Go ahead.
No, so I mean, I guess that's the end of it. Like that's how I got fired from my radio job.
How much time do you spend on the road?
Well, we
A
did
lot more now.
in in the first 365 days as a band. We met, we got to know each other, and we did record one album, and we did 110 gigs in 10 countries
Nice.
wow.
in 1
nice.
year. So that's the first year, and now we're in like a third year. So now we're doing bigger venues and bigger audiences, but not as many as we used to do.
And is Raven in the band?
Raven is our official bus driver. So
You let a chick drive? What a progressive, stupid country.
How long do you think before they vote?
That's where Cliff Burton died.
Yeah.
Oh, that is true. That is true.
There's actually a huge
Metallica reference from Glenn Wool, which we had the bonding over the Iron Maiden earlier.
That's right.
I'm with you, brother.
Yeah.
Poggy almost fell off his chair. He was so excited.
There's actually a
How old are you?
big feminist party in Sweden that
Yeah.
got almost made it into office, like into the parliament now. in
What
the
did
last
you make
election.
them sing?
They're not in the parliament yet, so there's no song.
They
for
wouldn't sing. That's not funny.
Yeah.
them. So they got
It's raining
2.5.
No, they sang clam bake.
They got 2.5% of the votes nationally, and they got voted into, I think, 10 or 11 city halls. So they're trying to change the world so that it's not run by, mid-age, white, drunk guys.
By the way, let's just give a little shout of kudos to Fred for he's fucking holding his own in a second language.
No shit.
Quite possibly a third.
Yeah. Thank you.
Most of my listeners can't speak English as well as you.
Thank you.
So is Hennigan, by the way.
Yeah, that's true.
No.
Glenn Will, you're a close second.
He's very English. The vote did not go his
Oh,
way.
that's true.
Oh, you think you're so funny.
Could you get him to sing Rule Britannia?
I could teach him some English, maybe. No. That's because we have a school system in Sweden that works, and people go to school there, and we learn languages there. So that's English is one of the 5 I speak.
What other ones do you learn?
Oh, yeah, you'd get Swedish and English, and then you'd choose between like French, Spanish, and German, I guess.
Spanish.
All right.
Yep.
Now, Brian told me this, and my brain has raped it into non-fact, but Norway and Sweden. This goes back to my old bit about the one thing I would change if I was the king of the world was teach everyone the same fucking language, because that's the biggest barrier keeping people apart. But Sweden and Norway, did you not, when they split up, they had the same language, but just to be dicks, they had to make it different?
It's like Microsoft.
I think
and
that might be
Google.
Norwegian and Danish, or I can't remember. There's
Finnish.
No.
Finnish is really different.
Yeah, but it's definitely those. Sorry, it's those 3: Norway, Sweden, and Denmark. But basically, the difference between the language between 2 of the 3, I forget which it is.
He read this in Smart
Anyway,
Fuck
the point
magazine.
is, Fred, you have the answer.
Yes, I do. But you can go ahead and drunk guess all you want, or I can just answer your question.
You realize if we don't do that, we have no podcast.
I understand. Yes.
If you
Go
come
ahead.
up with the
I
answer
respect
right
that.
on.
His whole
I'll
act
drink to
is
that.
based on drunk guessing.
Yeah. No, drunk accusations.
Go, please, Fred.
Sweden is the biggest country. It's the biggest language, and Norway and Denmark would watch Swedish TV and stuff, so they understand Swedish perfectly. And the language differences between Sweden and Norway are not that big, and
That's
it used
the
to be
one.
one country
Yes.
like 300 or 400 years
Yes.
ago. I don't know, maybe 2. I don't know. So I don't know.
We weren't alive.
No. So the Finnish speak something completely different,
Yeah.
like you said.
Exactly.
But the other 3, it's very, very
Fred Will
similar.
said that, but
Yeah. Okay.
we all
Very
we all
close
there
to
you go.
Estonian.
But they changed it on purpose just to be dicks when fuck you, we're a different country now. I'm going to say it like
Well,
this.
exactly.
By the way, Sweden's not the biggest country anymore. Norway has the oil, and they're slaves.
Yes, Swedish people go to Norway to wait tables
That's
and do
right.
their shit job, like picking up the
That's so weird.
cleaning out the fish and stuff.
But
So
they
there's a
used
whole
to be
there's a whole
like-
like ladder. So Norway's on the top of the ladder, right? They get the Swedish people to wait their tables and to build their buildings and stuff like that. Now Swedish,
Do they
we'd
build
get
their
the-
furniture? Oh, I wish I hadn't said that.
We'd get the Polish people coming up over the sea, to wait
Immigrant
to build
workers.
buildings and stuff. And
Immigrant
there's a
workers.
whole So there's a whole like a ladder like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And Norway's at the very top,
So-
and they're all being dicks about it.
So
Who makes
would
you
you,
have
say,
a-
would you say that you are the Mexican or the Negro of Norway?
Mexican, yes, definitely. Swedish people are the Mexican people to Norway as Mexicans are to the U.S.
You
roughly.
breed the same rate?
What? Breed the same
Breed
rate?
at the same rate.
Reproduce at the same rate
Have
as
babies.
Mexicans. He's
The
relying on a
joke's over.
stereotype.
Oh, now I get it. Oh, now I got it.
This is why you aren't on radio anymore.
Well, at least
Why
not
it's
in
another
English.
part of the world. I get to think into Europe. Blah, blah, blah. Yes, no. Sweden has a problem with people not fucking too much, so much that
Enough,
they need to.
enough.
So so we need to bring more people in, which is awesome. So culture
No, it's
grows.
not
and
good.
It's,
You're not- you-
it's amazing.
You're not with child, are you, Raven? No. Well,
The night is young.
Cocktails.
Stay away from Andy Andrist.
Don't go to 2447, whatever you do.
He might try to sell you a child.
No, Raven and Bingo.
no matter what the urban myth, you can still get pregnant on top. I don't want to imagine you underneath that guy.
Raven and Bingo are getting good friends. I would say a bit too good of friends. So You know.
That's
Bingo
not where
and
babies
Raven.
come from.
Yeah, that's not where baby come from.
No.
But it is where, when you get home, your girlfriend's going to say, hey, I want my labial lips done.
Inside joke. Don't worry about
All
it.
right.
It's,
Mega callback.
Actually, an outside joke.
It was more of a circus joke because it brings back Dumbo.
Ba-dum-bum.
How old are you?
I'm turning 30 this year.
All right. You look a lot younger.
Thank you.
I mean, like you are really a war-torn, weather-beaten younger, but you look younger. So, and 3 years you've been on the road.
Yep. At least in the summer times.
Do you drag the bag? Do you bring your girlfriend with you?
She drives the bus. Dude.
No talking off mic back there, cackling party.
The inside story is that both Doug Stanhope and Ggreg Chaille drag the bag during his tour.
But they hoard the
Come on,
merch.
come on. Do you pack the sack or not?
Me and Raven takes turns
wait, you said
driving
she
the
drives
bus.
the bus.
Yeah,
Right.
so she's on the tour. Yeah, with
So
us.
you do pump the lump.
Dude.
Doesn't even make sense, but it's funny.
Oh, there you go.
Fucking Robbie Burns in the corner. He can go all night.
Well, I'm fueled by bitterness. Keep going.
All right, so have you been with Raven your entire tour? I'm going all Howard Stern on I'm going to like road pussy stories just because it just seems like the base level to
You
go
did
because
that
I have
with
no
the-
other questions.
Yeah, but he did that with the True TV Jokers. Didn't turn out well. Remember? Keep going.
It was
So we
terrible.
took the flight from Stockholm, which sucked, into Newark Airport. And then we had to stand in line for the stupid security, which is even, sucks even more. If you've
Oh,
ever
I
done
can't
it.
imagine a guy like you having any problems going through.
With my blonde dreadlocks. Right?
Yeah,
and then
like,
we
Did you
finally
have
make it to
most
the top
of a
them.
shirt on there?
It looks like you were in a bombing accident, and that's what's left of a shirt.
He got to the booth and they'd already called up stills from the film Predator.
So go ahead, tell us.
So I come up to the guy that's supposed to interrogate you. Is that a word?
sure.
Interrogate?
Interview.
Welcome you to
Interview.
America.
Yes. So usually they'd say, what's your name? Where do you live? What do you do for a living? I host a radio show. What's the name of the show? Who you're hosting that with? Blah, 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 blah. And then the next time would come and ask the same questions. And then the next time would come and ask the same questions again. And eventually, from every now and then, I'd get the glove, I don't know if you get the glove in the airport, but I do sometimes. Anyways, that's not the point.
Not actual cavity search. Let's back up. Everyone settle down. Not an actual inside your asshole or...
Inside my clothes, but not inside my asshole. No.
All right.
But still,
Like glove to
first
skin?
time
Glove
in-
to skin?
First time it was in Israel, and I had no shoes. I was wearing
you
no
say
shoes.
Jews?
Shoes.
Oh, sorry.
That's on your feet. We'll get back to the English lesson with you
You
later.
don't bring
Anyways,
sand to the beach.
Yeah.
Hey, don't bring cocaine
on.
to Colombia.
no, so I get a lot of crap like that, like they'd ask me a bunch of questions. And then when you've done that 10-hour flight, and you've been standing in the stupid line for 2 hours, and they come up to the guy, and it's going to be a long talk, So I prepare myself for this. I step up to the guy, and he's, shaking my passport out. And he looks at that, and he looks at me. And I say, oh, so what do you do for a living, sir? And I say, I am the singer of a Swedish reggae band, sir. And this is true. This is not a joke. I'm not exaggerating. He looks at the passport again. He looks at me. He looks really tired, too. And he says, okay, now I've seen everything. Welcome to America. And he lets me get in. So that's nice.
I have to ask.
Go for it.
You attempted to get on a plane with no shoes?
Yes, I did. In Israel, too, with a lot of stamps in my passport from, full-on Islamic countries that I've been visiting, like just backpacking, right?
Yeah.
What were you doing there?
Malaysia. Oh, yeah, that's what they asked me.
Training.
Yeah.
They should ask you that.
Yeah, so I've been to Malaysia and countries around there, a lot, and they stamp your passport with that stuff.
But everyone else has shoes.
Yeah, so did I, because I was attending a wedding the night before. And
that
my
makes sense.
shoes
That
broke.
makes sense.
My shoes broke, and I was like, I'm not gonna carry broken shoes
roller skating
from
around this wedding?
From this. I'm not gonna
Go,
bring the
just
shows. I'm not gonna bring the shoes in the fucking bring them back to Sweden and throw them away there. I'm just chuck them right here. So I step up to the. I was wearing a sarong only, by the way. No pants. It's a sarong. No shoes.
First of all,
walking into the airport.
everyone listening, you're flying into a country
out of Israel
with no pants in a sarong at nearly 300 pounds of white sweaty dreadlocks and no shoes. I'm guessing you probably had a middle seat, and you elbowed into each person. Fuck customs. The people on the plane should have killed you.
Yeah. Stewardess, I want to buy someone some shoes, please. Ding, 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 ding,
And
ding.
some underpants. Would you like some underpants? Hey, we're sponsored by Saks Underpants. There you go. I got a sponsorship in.
Oh, that was a horrible experience for everyone on the plane, I guess. Then, not only me.
But it's not as bad as a baby. So thank you for not procreating.
Thanks.
Because again, if you don't have enough people in Sweden, you're the Mexicans of Sweden. You can make who's going to be your bitch? Finland?
No.
Poland, I guess.
Poland.
Poland is for sure.
Okay.
And
Now this starts to sound like the Nazi song.
Don't worry.
that's another thing. I knew the Nazi song and she didn't. What does that say about me?
Yeah, you
know?
Yes, you knew it by heart.
Yeah.
Or the Bee Gees.
So what's next?
It's the same one staying alive. So, how have you liked America?
It's my second time here, and I've been to New York City, to Manhattan, which was awful, by the way. You know, this country sucks in so many ways. Can I
Too
tell
many
you?
kikes.
So I've been traveling around. The
Not
world.
if he has his way.
I've been traveling
Ask
around.
Shoeless Joe Jackson.
I've been traveling the world. I've been to Australia 7 times. I've been to Southeast Asia, to all the major cities there, and Europe, needless to say, as a backpacker with no shoes on, but also as a musician and actually a magician. So
How about a guy that just can't afford shoes?
Yes.
That's how it
yes.
It's part of the illusion.
Go ahead.
Overpay for your ticket?
But, and then I went to New York City for the first time in my life. And, you know, the subway there is just shitty, you know? And there's a lot of homeless people there.
Are you related to John
And
Rocker?
everything is-
You fucking stepped on it. I mean, the subway. You're next to a queer with AIDS and some homeless mother of 4 and some.
And the buildings are all.
That is
And then
Tommy
the thing,
Rocker. I was like, what did Tommy Rocker say about this?
Sorry.
the thing you do in New York City too, as a full-on tourist, right? You go to the the freedom thing,
Tower?
the freedom. No,
I don't even know what it's called.
no,
we don't care.
the Frihetsgudinnan, Statue of Liberty, and you take a picture of that, and then you go to the Empire State Building and take a picture of that, or you go to the Seinfeld restaurant thing out, then you take a picture of that.
The
And
World
I
Trade
realize
Center,
now.
depending on when you were there.
I realize now everything that tourists do there, they built that like 20 or 30 years ago. It's all big things from the fucking 90s or 80s, you know? If you would go on the subway in Singapore or Hong Kong or anywhere in that part of the world, it'd be clean, man, and it would be working, and the train systems would be awesome. And it's a whole, like, it's the feeling of New York City to me is like, this used to be the capital of the world 20 years ago, and now it's fucking not. Now
It's always been shit.
Well, the weird part is it's bed bugs and ice storms, but they can't get an ice storm enough to kill the bed bugs.
Timing. It's not timing. Yeah. It's horrible.
Did you explain this theory to any New Yorkers?
I tried not to. Sweden is this very socialistic country. It's another world, you know? American politics and America's foreign policy, but also politics when it comes to, I don't know, healthcare, elderly care, school, and everything. To me, it's so dumb, you know? It's compared to what I'm used to, you know? It's so dumb in so many ways. At the same time, it's awesome to be, you know, walking down the streets.
It's awesome to breathe freedom.
No, but like being in Vegas, being in LA, like we were before we flew in here, and you seeing everything in New York, of course it's cool because you've seen it on TV. But as a country, with the politics you guys use compared to what we do, it's complete crap.
Yeah, we don't pay attention.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
We're
that's
more
why
local-
you have the country you have.
One thing that we have in spades, except for no black people here,
Get ready.
is apathy. You can be very apathetic here.
You know, the other thing we have, which you've really sunk in on, and I think it's good, is we only speak one language. That way we don't have to hear what other countries are like.
Should we close on that?
And I'm fucking it all up by speaking pretty good English. Sorry. I should have done that whole rant in Swedish. It would be more entertaining for you guys while you're drinking.
I know, but here's the thing. Here's the thing, like, you know.
Really likes America.
So we're relaunching your career.
Hang on, here comes Monday Night Hennigan.
We're relaunching your career. So what are the reference points to find you on the web?
Yes,
If
we
somebody
need to
wants to, you know.
plugs. Your plugs.
So you see the tattoo I've got here? It says Partiet.
Oh yeah, that's
so it
really good on the radio.
The listeners can't.
It's Partiet. Partiet. Now it translates into the party, not as a party like you guys are having here, but like a political party, right? So Partiet it is. If you Google search for that, you'd find all the random crazy shit. But if you Google search for Partiet and reggae, you'll find my shit.
All right.
Partiet and reggae.
Partiet Reggae.
Yeah.
We're not still close
Google
to the
it.
Matoid, are we?
Google it, bitch.
Is it online? Is this
Yes,
something
you would find it anywhere. Like on.
What's your... We're going to close...
We'll close on this.
We fucked the Matoid out of a couple. The Matoid is a friend of ours from Finland. He usually closes our podcast, his song Party Time. But Partiet time?
You should close on me singing some Swedish reggae and you guys fading it out.
Okay, just to be
Hey,
clear, you're
Hey,
giving...
easy, Spielberg. We got this.
Yeah. Also,
No,
Wait, hey, it's my fucking podcast.
I don't give a fuck anymore. I'd love to get a complaint for too loud Swedish reggae. Like if you could really pump it out.
Yeah. Would you prefer to close it out live, a cappella, or would you rather us... Chaille will edit a song that you have online as the closer.
Your call.
Well, no,
No,
you
your
should try
call.
it live, and then if not, we can always put the song in.
Live.
Yeah, we can always go to the song.
can Raven drive the bus in the background?
Do we need
What, you saying Raven has to get to the back of the bus because she's not completely blonde?
I'm starting to think Freddie might just be nicknamed the bus.
And a 1, and a 2, and a 3.
Det var en jäkla massa tjafs här om rot och rute. En a-kassedebatt som aldrig vill ta slut och bortom länder och gränser där vi kan rädda liv. Men vi räddar hellre livet på vår bilindustri. Jag spottar på idén om man kan kalla det där för Babylon eller ett unket system. Känner mig liten och sliten som gubben med Ipren. Vill sätta mig och skjuta som ett 90-talsmodem. Vad blir headline och vad blir notis? Det värst var det skrivs om en påhittad kris. Politikerna svarade på olika vis. Men vem fick ställa frågan och till vilket pris? Jag vet om ljuger om flisen, men i magen har vi isen. Jag fattar väl de som tappar typ allt och slåss mot polisen. Men systemet är krisen. Vi har alla bevisen. Babylon kommer att falla. Ja, men vad ska det bli sen?
Yes! Play the Partiet!
How's that? Yeah, thanks.
You just made that up, didn't you?
Hey. Where's the Partiet?
Wow.
The Partiet.
Yeah, and look,
Reggae.
he's looking at us. We're all more glassy-eyed than we were a minute ago.
443.
That is a podcast. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Safe travel.
Thanks. Cheers, buddy. Yeah, maybe you in Sweden next time.
It's a good thing we saved Freddie for the end.
Ge mig chacka på gitarren. Ge mig one drop på baskaggen. Ge mig gunget, ge mig viben. All right. För jag är ingen guvernör och ingen kapten. Ingen general som står och hojtar på scen. Men jag partiledare. Fredrik Boltes är partiledare, all right. 98 såg jag Petter på TV. Jag var 14 och köpte hans CD. Och rappen blev en grej i mitt musikaliska CV. Och rapparen Boltes han fick vara med i Frankie P3. Musik direkt och nyfiken fredag. Tjock och glad men ibland som jag har. Skaffa kåk och tjej och skaffa barn. För det finns väl ingen där ute som känner som jag. Men nyss sa det klicka, till slut sa det pang. Allt som innan var viktigt försvann. Du kan kalla oss partiet fast egentligen är ett band. Och se oss på turné till rike och land. Ge mig tjacka på gitarren. Ge mig one drop på baskaggen. Ge mig gunget, ge mig viben. Alright. Så ge mig bubblor ifrån Norden. Ge mig mikrofonen och orden ifrån norra delen av jorden. Alright. Ge mig en vibe. Vi släpper batteriet och elkonverteraren. Den glappar lite grann men till slut så fungerar den. Vi radar upp på trottoaren på 3. Blir det några mynt idag? Det får vi se. En platta kostar 50 spänn. Ta mitt kort och ring hit oss igen. Och vi kan spela på din klubb eller i ditt hem. All right. Men trottoaren är min bästa scen. Ingen fylla och gratis entré. Det är mitt nya jobb och vi har satt det i systemet. Så släng ett mynt i caset för vi lever på det. Riga, Köpenhamn, Berlin, Amsterdam. Finns inga gränser där partiet undrar fram. Fattar vi inte vad du säger. När de fattar på vibe. När vi gör en reggae drive-by partiet style. Så ge mig chaka på gitarren. Ge mig one drop på baskaggen. Ge mig gunget och ge mig